Okay, so I'm going to insert a bunny into this image using the Bunny Hop multi-action base. Let me just crop in a little bit. This image is a raw image, straight out of the camera. Okay, so I'm cropping and flattening. I'm going to use the select and fix. Obviously you can use actions or presets any way you like. I'm just very quickly getting rid of this these distractions to the image. I think sometimes it's good to show you kind of a full edit rather than just, you know, I'm obviously not editing this image in full. If I was, I'd be doing her face and her skin, but I'm simply showing you how and at what point I'm going to pop the bunny in. So I'm going to play the Bunny Hop multi-base action. Comes up with the instructions: locate the bunny, choose your bunny, hit place, resize your image, and then enter. If your light, you have it camera left, you're going to want to flip the bunny as well. All the bunnies have the light coming from camera right, so do please bear that in mind. Okay, so which bunny do we think is going to look nice for this image? Decisions. Let's go for Opal. Okay, so I'm going to resize her down so she looks about right. And hit enter, and then all of the actions will play out. And what this has done is created a group here, your bunny, and you open the bunny to edit. To do this, you click the drop down here by the folder and you will see all of the individual actions that you can use to adapt your bunny to your image. So first of all, I'm going to mesh her in a little bit more with this Flickati. To do that, I'm going to click on the white layer mask and use a black brush. What you may be tempted to do is just kind of mask off the bunny, and this can kind of work, you know, it gives you a very soft mask. But it might not look 100% real. If you're happy with that, that's fine, because it can look just fine. If it doesn't look fine, then choose one of the LSP Flickati brushes that have come with your set. You simply double click these to add them into your action palette. So I'm just using a little bit of this just to kind of mesh her in a bit more with the Flickati. I'm going to choose blur because this is a very soft looking Flickati. So just blur here, the blur tool, strength whatever you like, and I'm just going to blur this a little bit just to soften up. Okay, so now I've merged her in a little bit more with the Flickati. You can soften the fur by using a normal brush. You can darken the bunny down a little bit if you wanted to, perhaps where natural shadows would fall in your image. You can also sharpen up any areas of bunny you wish to really sharpen. You can, just going to soften this down a little bit more. You can also brighten bunny too. This bunny doesn't need brightening, she's very bright, but if you wanted to, I'll just show you, you can brighten up here. Brighten bunny's eyes. You can desaturate bunny down to grey if you wanted to. You can warm bunny up to match the colours of your image. You can also cool bunny down. You can add a little bit more contrast to bunny. I'm just going to get the Flickati brush and just clean up around here. And then blur that as well. These bunnies are designed to work on most images. If for some reason the colour in your image shows an outline on the bunny, you can use the fur brush to blend bunny in, the LSP fur brush. So I'm just going to open that one up. That will appear at the bottom here. These brushes are complementary, don't have to use them, but they can really help. Ooh, Make that very small. So this will simply just blend the outside of Bunny and leave fur behind. You can use white to show, black to hide. So if you need to blend Bunny in a little bit more around the edges, so I'm simply using a black to hide and then a white to bring back a little bit more of that fur. Give you the most realistic look possible. I'm going to darken Bunny ever so slightly, so I'm using a very, very low flow brush. And of course this is before I've edited the image, so you would do your, your normal editing to the image. So that's adding a bunny using the bunny hop action. Choose your bunny, flip left or right depending on your light. Resize, and then the action will play out. You can simply go ahead and paint away until you are happy with how your bunny looks. It doesn't look right without the bunny now. Once you're done, of course, you can move Bunny around too. Simply hit the move tool and you can pop Bunny, wherever. You can even pop her hand on top of Bunny by making those invisible. Get the magic wand and use this to select her hand. I'm then going to hold down Alt to deselect these areas here. Magic wand can be hit and miss. You might want to use the magnetic lasso. And don't worry if this is too advanced, you don't have to do any of this. This is just for kind of like my guys who are Photoshop geeks like me. So I'm going to hold down Alt and use magic wand just to kind of deselect this area here. So this is kind of advanced compositing for the bunny, if you want hands to actually be on the bunny. If you shoot for Bunny, you could use a soft toy or something in place of Bunny, which would make life even easier for you to pop Bunny in. Knowing where you want Bunny in these photos is always going to be put you at the advantage. Sorry, I'm having trouble with this little bit of selection here, but I'm not going to do it properly anyway. I'm just going to show you how to do this. So I have the bunny here. I've made the selection of the hand. I've clicked on the white layer mask of the Your Bunny layer. Open up the group, white layer mask of bunny, and use the black brush to brush these hands off the bunny. So what I'm doing, I'm hiding the area of bunny where you can see the hand. And now I'm going to zoom in and just refine that. Using what I can see here. Varying the hardness of the brush depending. Shadow under the bunny, I'm going to use this now. Sorry, dark and rabbit fur even. Ignore me because I want to put shadow onto the bunny, not the other way around. And this is where you may need your selection to come in, but like I said, I'm not doing this properly. I'm just showing you a few things you could do. So I'm just going to mask this in a bit better using a white brush to show the bunny here. Okay, so you get the idea. That selection. Okay, so that is adding that's adding bunny under the child's hand. This is where we had her before. Obviously you can see the hand cut out. You'd need to paint that back in, so do decide where you want your bunny kind of in the beginning, but it does give you the option to play like we've done here. So that is using the Bunny Hop multi-base, choosing your bunny and just going through the layer mask to paint bunny on, and also using the magic wand, the magnetic lasso tool, to kind of make a selection of the hand and cut this out of the bunny so it looks like the hand is on top of the bunny. You can do this for all sorts of things. They're really, really handy tricks to know. And if I wanted to put bunny back, or even duplicate the bunny and put this bunny here, I can simply open back up, go on this layer mask and add bunny back in. So there we go. Two ways of doing bunny, just adding bunny in or adding bunny under a hand. I could also make this bunny grey, so it gives you a different look to the bunny. I'm selecting areas I want to kind of paint greyer, not just the whole bunny, otherwise bunny will look desaturated. So you'll find even grey rabbits have a little bit of colour in their fur. So for example, if I make these grey, I may make this area a little bit coloured. So these are ways you can change the bunny. I've got hazy lighting as well. Like I said, when you get these, there may be even a few more. You can lighten the bunny up there. If your image is very light and hazy, you can add some of that in too. Or you can contrast the bunny. So yeah, that's using the Bunny Hop multi-action base, placing this image of Opal the bunny onto an image that was straight out of the camera here.